Yay Networks.
Hey, y'all.
What's up?
Welcome
What's
to
up?
This Is
What's
Life.
up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Taking it off? Yes. Hey, come on, muscles. Hey. Hey. Need help, baby? So this week on This Is Life, we are talking marriage. Because I feel like marriages are struggling
just
out here. Relationships, all of that.
Yeah, we're talking relationships. I mean, because I think this could. I feel like this is good for friendships.
Mm-hmm.
This is good for family
Mm-hmm.
or familial relationships.
Yeah.
But we're talking hard conversations. I got a lot of homies right now. I just know a lot of marriages right now that are suffering.
Yeah.
They're suffering. And so one of the things that happens is I get on my retreats and these guys, like once you get around the fire, you're away from everything else. And we just all just talking, safe, authentic place. They just start going. And one of the common things that I hear is, I don't know how to bring this up. I don't know how to bring this up. Like, this is bothering me, has been bothering me for a long time, but I don't know how to bring this up.
Yeah.
And some of those things, it's like, I don't know how to bring up. It is like,
Give me an example. I want to hear it.
okay, so like, I'm married to this person, but the person doesn't look like who I married.
That's real. That's real.
You know, it's possibly like the person has gained weight or the person has aged or
We're going to age.
we're going to age. But like their thing was like, dang, like you really
You
look
age quick.
You age quick and you don't look like your age. Because when I married you, you look this way, but now you look. So it's like, you know, even that. But then there are so many other things that I'll hear sitting around that fire. It's like,
I mean, what do you say? How would you? Because if you came to me and were like, you're aging, I'd be like, great, because I ain't dead. You welcome. You know what I mean?
right.
But at the same time, I mean, how would you come to me and say that if you felt like I was gaining weight or I was aging really quick? Like, how would you present that conversation to me?
Which one, the gaining weight or the aging?
Let's start with the gaining weight.
It would be like, hey babe, you know what? I think we need to change our eating habits, or we need to start working out. We need to start doing something else because, you know, looks are important.
Oh wow! You would say looks are important.
Why wouldn't I say that?
What?
Why would I say that though?
Babe, you would not say that to me. That's not how you would talk to me.
How would I say it then? Since you know what I would say, tell me what I would say.
Babe, because if you were like, looks are important, I'm like, you don't like my looks, I'm blacked out. I wouldn't even hear anything you have to say.
Come on.
You wouldn't say that.
That's the point.
You would be so much sweeter.
That's the point. How is that not sweet though?
Baby.
I didn't even get a chance to finish.
Babe.
And I feel like that's what happens in hard conversations.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going. I'm sorry.
We immediately get defensive.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
About something, and we forget that the person that we're talking to actually loves us.
Of course.
So I think it's important to talk about the foundational issue.
Okay, go ahead.
And the foundational issue is like, hey, looks are important.
Yeah.
And one of the things I want to make sure is that, you know, you're healthy and that you're well and that, you know, whatever's happening on the outside, I want to make sure that there's nothing going on the inside. But we can do this together. Like we can work out together. We can change up our eating habits together, whatever that may be. But I don't see that as being mean, but also like you hear how I talk to my friends. So like we're very just like,
they'd be like, you getting fat, bro.
Yeah, we say it all the time. We're like, dang.
I was like, I would never say that.
Like you are fat, but I guess how I talk to my friends.
Exactly. You would never say that to me though.
I wouldn't say you're fat. I would say be like, dang, you fat.
No, you wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't say that.
You like my booty is. I'd be like, thanks, baby.
You like what?
You be like, your booty looks fat, but
I'm like,
yeah.
Right, I mean,
so
you know, I know what areas on your body to refer to as fat.
Exactly.
It's like it changes up. I would have said one area is fat. You like what? And then another area is fat. You like yeah. That's like, okay.
Such a woman thing. But
very much so.
But I feel like you would have. This has never happened in our marriage. You know what I mean? We've had other issues, other hard conversations, but the weight thing has never happened in our marriage. But let's just say, I feel like you would say, this is me just guessing, Like you would say, hey, babe, let's go to the gym together. Because if you present a solution or like a question to me, you're putting more on my plate. So if I have gained weight, it's because I'm stressed, I'm worried. You know, I've had multiple kids. I got a lot going on. I'm overworked. I'm overwhelmed. I feel like you're not helping around the house. I'm just saying example, but you do help around the house. I'm just saying, I'm putting myself in somebody's shoes that this would happen to, right? If let's just say a woman or a man is gaining weight, they're probably stressed. They're struggling, at work. Maybe they're struggling with their purpose. I feel like there's a deeper rooted issue to why they've gained weight or to why they're stressed out or why something else is going on with them. So I feel like if you come and say, hey, we're going to have to do something, I'm like, to me, that's more, you're adding more to my plate, which makes me feel overwhelmed.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Okay, maybe I said that wrong. I'm not saying we have to. I mean, that you got to do something.
Yeah.
My whole purpose is saying we have to do something.
Yeah.
We can change up our eating habits together. We can start working out together. Like it's something that we can do together. But even like, I don't know, I don't even fall into the whole notion of let's go to the gym together. You know what I mean? It's like, it's cool, but at the same time, it's something. But even I'm sitting around the fire and I'm talking to the guys, like one of the things that, if they're open, because one thing we do not do is I hate criticism.
Yeah.
Like you have to ask me what I think in order for me to say something. Yeah. If not, you can be like, I just took out the whole community. And I'm like, all right, cool, bro. How can I be a brother to you? But like if the guys give me permission, it's like, well, bro, like I hear what you're saying, but you also have to understand something too. Like you're overweight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I get what you're saying, but at the same time, like, let's really talk about deeper stuff with you. Because what happens is for a lot of men who don't realize it, your testosterone level drops by I think it's like by 1% every single year.
Wow.
So a lot of guys' testosterone levels have fallen completely, and now they're dropping at even higher rate because, unfortunately, we present day men, we don't have the same type of stress and strain on our body, that same type of physicality that our great grandfathers had, where they were walking around, they were throwing bushels of hay and they were, milking cows or they were whatever they were doing hard labor.
Yeah.
So now we find a lot of our time sitting around, sitting down, very sedentary, lifestyle. So the male body is saying, well, they don't need a testosterone. They're not lifting anything heavy.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything purposeful. So then you get into the habit where you start to gain weight and then you start to get in that depression mode. So then guess what? You start drinking. Yeah. And as a study I was looking at last night was saying that alcohol in men triggers more estrogen.
Oh, wow.
So it actually triggers more weight gain. Yeah. So now you got a beer belly. Yeah. And now you have your estrogen levels are sky high through the roof. Your testosterone level is, 150, 200. So now you're not getting hard erections. You're not able to last long in the bed. It's not coming up. You're not as sexually, driven. So now you have all these things. And for a man, for that to happen, because it's not supposed to happen to him, he gets even more depressed. Yeah. So he's like, I don't know what else to do. And so it happens on both sides, because you got women too who are like,
oh yeah. I mean, my hormones are crazy after Roman. They were completely crazy. And I felt like I could work out all day and night and not lose a pound. Like I have to work out nonstop and eat healthy nonstop in order to lose any type of weight or to even tone. When I was 20, I could breathe and just lose 5 pounds.
But that's also for women too. It's a lot more difficult for women to lose weight than men. Like I could drop weight like
you can.
It takes women time.
I mean, I got to work all day and all night to lose a pound. You know what I mean? Months to lose a pound. So trust me, like I hear you. So I feel like there's always something deeper rooted. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, something deeper rooted.
And so, but we can't change our spouses, and I think that's the tough part, right? Mm-hmm. That's tough in that sense, because for me, if I noticed that you were gaining weight, like I would be like, all right, how can I help him? And this is what I would probably do.
Hold on. Before you get to what you're going to probably do, we're going to take this break because I don't want to be interrupted. I want to hear what you would say to me if I was gaining weight. Okay. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
So let's take a break. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Give online therapy a try with BetterHelp.com.
So I want to tell you a quick story, babe. One of my girlfriends, she's a single mom, struggling in general. And you know what I got her?
What?
I gave her a gift of therapy. I booked a therapy session and I paid for it as her gift because I felt like that's what she needed in this season, because she
Wow.
felt like she was in a low place.
Wow.
And she continued to see that therapist for 2 years after
Wow.
that. And it really changed, her life. And it was right around Christmas. So how perfect would it be if our viewers that are tuned in now reached out to BetterHelp and they're able to help, book therapy for a friend that's struggling. Maybe they won't do it themselves.
Right.
But imagine having a friend saying, I love you so much, and I want you to talk to somebody that's unbiased, that can help walk you through this hard time.
Yeah, and I mean, right now, it's hard. You got holidays coming up.
Yeah.
You have family members who are no longer there.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
real.
you have issues in the families you're dealing with. You have friends. You have divorces. You have all these things that are happening
Tough.
right now. So, starting therapy is something that I pray is just on the top of your list. It's something that has benefited both of us,
100%.
individually, also, in our marriage. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule.
I love it.
Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. I'm telling you, if you're suffering in silence right now, you don't have to. BetterHelp is the way to go. In the season of giving, give yourself what you need with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Lindsay's today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Lindsay's, LINDSEYS. All right.
All right, we're back. So
Prepare myself.
prepare yourself. So this is how I would angle it.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? So say, all right, babe, we need to cut back on eating out, because I think eating out increases like sodium levels and all that other stuff. And studies show that you can lose weight much quicker if you just
I don't eat out much, though.
eat. No, hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out. Yeah, let me finish. That's the thing about hard conversations. The other person don't let you
Oh!
finish. That was good, wasn't it?
Don't do
was
that
good.
again. Do that again. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
So I'd be like, all right, babe, we got to cut back. But let's just, this because people who are probably struggling with their weight might eat out a lot, grab food as we go,
Snack and all that kind of
McDonald's,
stuff,
snack,
yeah.
all that other stuff. And I'm like, all right, I want us to go on a 30-day money and food cleanse. Hold on.
Go ahead. No, I'm listening.
And during this time, I've created a menu for the next month for our family. So just like the kids do at school, come on, you know what they're going to eat a month out. Guess what? We know what we're going to eat in this house a month out. So here's what we're eating. And here I am. So I'm going to meal prep. We're going to have, the chicken, the beef, the rice, the quinoa, whatever the case is, the gravy, the sauces. So maybe once or twice a week, I meal prep. And this is what we're eating every single day. So when you leave for work, guess what? You already have a lunch prepared. So you don't have to grab Burger King on your way home. Oh, you need snacks? I have apples and butters. I have this little date caramel bar I made. We have chocolate covered strawberries that are made with vegan chocolate. Baby, let's hear me out.
I'm listening to
Hear
you.
me out.
I'm listening to you.
I feel like, let's just say the man is overweight. I feel like he would appreciate, like, wow, like my wife, maybe she's not cooking as much. Maybe she's been tired too. So maybe he's like, oh, wow, like, so that's how we can come in and not change him, but change him. So we're
change him. Change him.
So now you have all these little meals, right? And then I put little encouraging things on there. Okay. So that's one thing that we can do. Just the food thing. And next thing we can do is let's get moving. All right. So this means let's do a family walk. Let's do a family walk every night. Seriously.
No.
Baby.
What?
Baby. I'm just saying, I'm like, let's do, but you do family walks with us all the
I
time.
I do family walks now. I'm just saying, in that situation, if I would have heard that, you already know how my response would be. Because I don't. You already heard, but here's my thing. Here's my thing though. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that some men, like you said, would absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Me type men probably wouldn't. Me, I don't know if that's right. That's the right English.
Me
but
type man.
Me and my brothers who like me would probably be like, no,
because you trying to control me.
Exactly. I look at it as a control thing. Like, no. So what could be, and the reason why I look at it as control is because of this reason.
I got to finish.
Oh, okay. I thought you were done.
Okay, that's for one type of male. Hold on. For another type of male.
You were finished.
Hold on. No, I wasn't.
Finished.
I'm going to be quick.
For another type of male, what? Just tell it me fast.
I'm just going to do it. I'll just cook it. I'm not going to come and present anything to you. I'm just going to do it. So every day there's going to be a meal cooked. Every day there's going to, and then about 5 o'clock hits, everybody's home, homework is done. Hey, y'all, let's go on a family walk. And then you look up and be like, wait, I done lost 10 pounds. What just happened?
And that, again,
that's what you do for an alpha male, because you can't go to an alpha male with a plan because he's like, you trying to lead me, I'm the head. You know what I mean? I'm the head.
What is that?
He doesn't say that, but I'm just saying, but that's what they think. They're alpha. That's how they think. But some men like the plan. There's 2 different types of men here. Okay. Alpha males, like, you just have to do it. For steady go men, I mean, they'll work the same job for the rest of their life and be consistent at it. You have to, they love a plan because they're like, wow, my wife cooked for me and she wrote me a letter.
She wrote me a letter.
You would be like, what letter? I ain't seen no letter. All right, now you can go ahead.
Okay. So I think the biggest reason why I would look at that as control.
Yeah.
Is because I do not feel like it tackled the issue. I don't feel like we conversed about what the main issue was.
Yeah. Which
is the fact that you are unhealthy. Now I appreciate
but they already know they're unhealthy.
But here's the thing. I appreciate the forethought in thinking and saying, let's prepare the plan. Like, let's put the plan together and let me just provide all these ways to help you.
Yeah.
But in a lot of situations, people are listening to that and they don't want your plan. They're not looking for your plan. But I think really my thing is like the hard conversation is sitting down with somebody and saying that very hard truth that they may not want to hear, which is why in so many words when I was saying to you, like, looks are important. Yeah. Appearance is important. That's true. But that's a very hard truth.
That's a hard truth, man.
And if you
dance around it.
Yeah, you can't dance around it. You gotta go.
I can't be direct sometimes with you.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying for the people who are listening. Because I think in a marriage or in a relationship, even in a friendship, you have to be able to have that hard conversation. Yeah. That says, I have to draw the line right here. Yeah. I have to say this. Yeah. Like, I have to say that you are selfish.
Yeah. And we've had those hard conversations. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I have to say that you are selfish. And then it's like, okay, and it's not just you receiving it and being like, okay, I guess I am selfish. It's them being like, so how am I selfish? But
that's real.
And for me, when we have our hard conversations, for me, it's having to be conscious about the fact that, Cornelius, you're about to become defensive. And this is not the time for you to defend yourself. This is a time you need to listen, take in, and then respond. Yeah. Because you don't want to be defensive in this time, but I love all your preparation. I love the fact you talked about getting the food together and writing the notes and doing that and doing this and doing that. But
it's still not hitting the root issue.
It's not hitting the root issue.
And you're not having that hard conversation.
We're not having a hard conversation. Yeah. Like, like I do TRT. I do testosterone replacement therapy. I believe in it. I've been doing it for 7 years, whatever it is. I love it. I love TRT. I mean, my testosterone levels through the roof. I mean, I can do what I have to do.
That's why you're
That's not why I was wild before.
That's true.
I might be more wild, but
it's okay.
Wow. But nevertheless, it's like, being able to have that conversation. Yeah. And sometimes if you find it difficult to have that conversation with your spouse.
What about the aging one?
Hold on.
Go ahead, baby.
If you find it difficult to have that conversation with your spouse, let's just say in your type of situation, but you knew one of my homies, and then you like, yo, I'm not sure how to bring this up to him, which we've had before, where some wives reach out to you or a husband reach out to me and like, I don't know how to bring this up. And then maybe it could be a conversation that y'all could have as girlfriends. You see what I'm saying? Or me pulling my boys to the side and being like, bruh, come on, bruh. You ain't in the gym. Yeah. Like you know.
Oh, for sure.
Just like for me, I can go for the jugular. Be like, you fat. Like you've been fat for a long time. Yeah. And like, what's going on, bro? Like for real.
You'll tell them that.
Yeah, like, bro, what's going on? Like, you're like, well, I'm not doing all that stuff you do in the gym. I ain't talking about that, but I'm working for a competition. You can at least get on the treadmill.
I think the hard part is like when it comes from your spouse, it can be so hurtful and painful.
Because that person's really close to you.
Yeah, because they're really close. So they know. And then they're going to feel judged.
Absolutely.
So if you come to me and say, hey, Heather, you're aging, like, what would you say in that moment? How would you present that?
That's a hard one because, like, I've sat with that for a minute. Like, I know you're going to get older, but, some stuff, some stuff crack before everybody else's. And it's like, I know like the right thing to do is being like, oh yeah, but looks aren't everything. It's the love you have for somebody. But if you ain't got the looks department right, like when you in the bedroom, you look at this person like,
just turn the lights off.
Even when you turn the lights off, it's like that face can still can shimmer through with the sunlight.
But it's who you married and have a covenant with.
It is, but here's the thing. We're not saying to end the marriage. We're just saying let's have a hard conversation.
Okay, all right. What would the hard conversation be?
I don't know. That's a hard one. I ain't got the answers. Like, I don't know. Like babe, like, or like, bro, like, you're aging. And it could be, but there could be several factors there. It could be the fact that you are really stressed out and it's showing on your face. Mm-hmm. It could be the fact that you're super dehydrated. You're just not taking care of yourself. And now you're showing a lot of different stuff on your face. It could be, it's a lot of different things that could be going on there that you probably need to take a step back and being like, we really got to figure out why you're aging so quickly. Like, maybe let's get you some.
What if it's your genes?
Let me get you some.
Genes?
Well, let me get you some vitamin C serum or something. Let's put some avocados on your eyes.
Keep this. That feels like control.
What?
That feels like control.
What feels like control?
Getting the avocado oil from my face.
No, no. Listen. I've had the conversation. I said the aging part. But then when you ask me, like, so what are some of the things you can do?
I got you. So then you come up with solutions.
Yeah, I come up with solutions. Yeah, like, all right, well then, because I don't know. We
can come up with some more solutions right after this break.
Yeah. This is hard.
All right, y'all. Health insurance is confusing, expensive, and it's frustrating. And the denials that come in are out of control. This is why we love Crowd Health, y'all. So let me tell you this. Roman broke his arm recently and we went to the ER and our ER bill is like $4,000.
Yes.
And I'm so thankful for Crowd Health because we're going to be able to submit this need and get this bad boy paid for. We have our copay and they cover the rest at 100%. They're not going to deny it. Like, how amazing is that to know that, if something happens to our family, that we're going to be covered. And it's not insurance, you guys, health insurance. It's a better way to pay for healthcare through crowdfunding. So it's really cool. So we're not sending money to big insurance companies, right? We're sending it to everyday people. And it's the coolest way to get health insurance.
Yeah. So this is Crowd Health, the health insurance alternative.
Mm-hmm.
People out there, you got health insurance, you're paying big money and you have a deductible that's like $4,000. It makes no sense. But for $175 an individual or $575 for a family or four or more, you'll get access to a community of people who are willing to help out in the event of an emergency. You get access to telemedicine visits, discounted prescriptions, and so much more without doctors' networks getting in the way. Let Crowd Health help with your healthcare needs. Get started today for just $99 per month for your first 3 months by using code THISISLIFE at joincrowdhealth.com. Crowd Health is not insurance. Learn more at joincrowdhealth.com. That's joincrowdhealth, HEALTH.com. Code THISISLIFE.
Okay, y'all, we're back.
I don't know. Like, let's mix together some bananas and coconut.
Well, actually, bananas is amazing if you just mash them up and put them on your face. It makes your skin glowy. But I have found doing 75 hard, drinking a gallon of water a day has been a game changer for under my eyes. So sometimes, like, under my eyes, it gets dark circles. And I was finding that drinking a gallon of water a day, they're almost gone. I wasn't wearing makeup as much during the 75. You've noticed, like, I don't wear makeup as much. My skin is super hydrated. I went and got a facial. She's like, wow, your skin is crazy hydrated. And I'm like, I know. I was telling her I was drinking a gallon of water a day. And she's like, that's amazing. Keep doing that.
Yeah.
So those little things. And Botox, honey, ain't nothing wrong with Botox. I got a Botox appointment tomorrow at 11 a.m. And I am looking forward to that, because when I go like this, you can't see nothing. And this.
She's always like, you need to go get your 11 o'clock fixed.
Do your 11. That's your 11s. Go like this. Yep, those are his 11s. Those are your 11s. So I was like, we just need a little Botox here.
I get no Botox.
But
I ain't getting no bow tie.
But I'm
going to enjoy my 11s.
See? But that's what I'm saying.
But also when I see my dad.
Yeah, he looks great.
My dad looks great.
He looks great. My mom looks great.
So before we got married, I was with this other girl, and I was told, I was like, yo, you should really look at her mom.
Oh gosh.
And so I got a picture of her mom.
And that wasn't it. That was gonna be your future.
So when I met you, you was like, yeah, I'm adopted. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna meet your adopted mom. I was like, okay, this adopted mom. So
but
like,
you didn't meet her until after
there.
we got married.
I didn't meet your birth mom until after we got married.
And then when you saw her,
when I first saw her in Vegas, I was like, oh wow, like,
she's a baddie.
Beautiful,
she's
like
beautiful,
gorgeous. I mean, so skin was glowing, beautiful hair,
super toned, got muscles.
Yeah, she's just like
she's fabulous.
She beautiful, like beautiful woman. So it's like, oh snap, like okay, this is good. But you know, I mean, I guess I'm talking to like the people who are. No, I don't want to say that. The people, I don't want to say that. The people who are single, like, don't be looking at people's parents. But I'm just saying, I'm not saying look at the parents. All I'm saying is, we want y'all to take care of yourself.
The thing is this, I feel like when you truly love yourself, you'll want to look your best for yourself.
For yourself, not for your spouse.
Not for your spouse.
I love that.
Seriously, because I feel like if somebody's struggling with, maybe they're not keeping up with their hair or their body, or maybe, you know, your spouse all of a sudden has like odor, or they're gaining weight, or something deeper, obviously rooted is going on. And I think if we can learn to truly love ourselves and love who we are, then it's going to start to reflect on the outside. You're going to start drinking more water because you love yourself. You're going to start working out because you love yourself. You want to feel your best. You want to look your best. And I feel like in marriage, you're going to go through highs and lows, peaks and valleys, right? And I mean, you can't quit on the aging process. It's what you sign up for, right? But until your spouse gets a revelation of truly like loving themselves and then also accepting God's love for them, like they're going to continue on the path that they're on. And you can cook all the meals, you can make all the meal plans, but you might end up frustrated. You can have the hard conversations, but you better be careful in those hard conversations, because if you say certain things, they're not going to forget. You know what I mean? Like if you were to come to me like, you're getting too old too quick, and you know, I wouldn't say
you're getting too old to go on your face. Like, come on. I mean,
I know you would never. I know you would never.
Use some couth, people. Like, let's use some like, being kind to each other and stuff like that. But I think just kind of hammering in and really, really saying like, this is problematic. I think that's important.
Yeah. I think so. I think, don't mind, we got things going over there. Just want to make sure my food wasn't here. But I have found that we've had the biggest breakthrough when we have honest conversations with each other. Yeah. Like the conversation we said, well, hey, I don't like you. Or, hey, I'm scared of you. Or, hey, and we haven't had the "I'm scared of you" conversation.
I was about to say, you told me you were scared of me?
No.
I don't remember that.
No. You told me you were scared of me. But look at his face. You intense, Fred. You intense. But no. But I'm just saying, maybe you say that to your spouse, like, hey, I'm afraid of talking to you. I know some husbands of opening up to you.
I know some husbands who are terrified of their wives.
Yeah. I'm checking my food as you're talking. But yeah,
they
100%.
are terrified. Yeah. And I look at that and I'm just like, bruh, what you scared of? Tell her. And he's just like, no, you don't understand my wife. And I'm like, bruh, you're going to be unhappy for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you don't want to have a hard conversation with your spouse. And, a lot of times, like, husbands will go home and they'll start having hard conversations. The wives get so pissed.
Really?
And they get mad at me. I got so many wives right now who are mad at me because they're like, my husband came back home and he's acting different. Because when we're there, I'm like, we're having hard conversations. Like, bro, you're not happy. And that's problematic. You need to go back home and have a hard conversation with your spouse. Like, you need to talk this out. You need to come to a resolution. Okay, if y'all sitting there doing all this, like, what are you two supposed to be together? Like, do you even want to be together? Are you just playing house? Like, what you doing? So we have a hard conversation about them finding themselves. They have to go home and fit that conversation into the context of their marriage or their relationship. And a lot of times the wives are in this context. A lot of times the wives don't know what to do with it. So they get upset. They're like, you go off to them retreats and you come back here acting different.
Yeah, that's tough.
And it's like,
yeah, you got to have.
What you do on that retreat? What y'all talking about? It's like, we're talking about real stuff.
Yeah. I think you definitely have to start somewhere.
You got to start, but you got to have
because
it.
The thing is this, whatever habits you continue to create and live in is what it's going to be. So it's like you're going to look up and you're going to hope that your marriage changes in 10 years, but it's not unless you decide to have those hard conversations and face each other.
Yeah.
There's times where I've said stuff to you that I feel like, oh, this is not going to be good. Like, this is going to be bad. And I try to preface it like, babe, don't flip out, but this is how, right? And he's like, and ready to flip out. I'm like, but this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm thinking. This is what, and you don't have that conversation with your spouse when they're stressed out or they have a million things going on. I try to find times, where you're calm and you're chill. And listen, peep this, when he's full and he's not sleepy, to have hard conversations. I do, baby. I do. Wait, have I had a hard conversation lately? No, I haven't said anything. I've been good. I ain't been turning up. I haven't been turning up. When did I last turn up? Babe, I have not been turning up.
Okay.
Give me an example. I'm going to need you to appreciate the times I don't turn up.
You're turning up right now. It's just a soldier. Calm dial the knob down.
I am not turning up.
Sister Soldier.
Baby, when the last time I turned up?
You on a 10. Let's bring it down to like a 2 or a 3.
Baby, I ain't been turning up. I've been doing good.
I mean, and our marriage is much better than what it used to be because we've had the hard conversations.
Yeah.
And because I think we do a lot more introspection now.
We do.
With each other, with
like,
ourselves.
Am I being bat crazy right now or is this legitimate? Because every month, that time of the month comes around, and as I've gotten older and I've gotten all the hormone tests, and they're like, oh, your hormones are perfect. They're normal. No, after Roman, there was a change. Wasn't there a switch after Roman where my hormones are like this? So as long as I could just power through that week where I ain't doing good, then we're better.
Yeah, but
that's not the time to have a hard conversation with me. That's the time to be sweet and soft with me.
I'm not sure. Baby, I don't typically bring up hard conversations.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't typically bring up issues.
You don't.
I don't typically.
I bring it up more than you do.
You do. You bring up a lot of stuff more than.
Does that mean you're afraid
of
me? It's okay, baby.
Give me. No, I'm absolutely not afraid of you at all.
You're safe here.
Absolutely not afraid of you at all.
I know
it's
just
that I feel like if you do a good amount of introspection,
agreed, 100%.
You catch yourself very quickly.
100%.
Like, why am I upset about this? This is very childish.
Yeah.
Or this is a legitimate issue, and we need to talk about it. We need to have a hard conversation about it. Typically, our hard conversations start because you bring up something, and then I say, or if I start a hard conversation, it is because I can tell by your mood, or I can tell by you're just sitting around.
So I'll be processing it, and then he wants to talk about it.
I'm like, hold up. I'm like, what's going on?
Right. And he'd be like, what's going on? I can feel your energy's off. I can feel something's wrong with you. And sometimes I'm just thinking, or I'm processing, okay, well, what are you thinking about? And I'm like,
let's process it together.
Right. And sometimes I don't want to process it together. I love you, but I don't want to process it together. I want to think.
Okay. Well, in the future, I'll just let you do you then.
So no, that's not it, baby. It's okay. What? You're safe here. Okay. So what you can say is, do you want me to process it with you, or do you want to process it alone? Because sometimes I want to process with you. Like, sometimes I just want us to cuddle and process. I'm not going to cuddle with you and process. We got to look at each other. We got to talk about it. We got to look each other eye to eye. It can't be cuddling stuff. We need to look at each other. We talk about it. You know what we can do? What? We can have sex, and then we can talk about it. No, because no. What? No. That would make me feel better. Of course that will make you feel better. Make everybody feel better. But I still think we have to deal with the issue. We got to deal with the issue. We're dealing with the issue. No, we're not dealing with the issue. I'm just going to D first. But and the D you can have, but we need to converse first. Okay.
Okay, we have to sit down.
You're right. We gotta have hard conversations.
We gotta have a hard conversation.
Gotta have hard conversations. We can't run to sex.
And here's the thing: having a hard conversation is important for us to realize that we're having this hard conversation. You have to know, and I'm talking to the men out there.
Yeah.
Listen to me when I say this.
Yeah.
You have to know what your wife may be communicating emotionally. Typically, in some situations, not every situation.
Yeah.
But what she's communicating emotionally, you have to be able to sift through it to see, is this the real issue? Because there are 98% of the time,
that's real, baby.
I've had to say to my wife, go ahead. And 99% of the time, I've had to say to my wife, like, babe, like, is that the real issue? And if that's not the issue, like, we have to talk about what that issue is. We got to really dive deep into that foundational issue. So, yes, but nevertheless, my wife, she left to go get her food because that's what she does. And we're not gonna have a hard conversation about it because it's just not that big of a deal. Because some things don't need hard conversations. But y'all, we love y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned in with us. Thank y'all for always rocking with us. Introduces. We're out. God bless. Peace.